Stacy, where have you been all my life, girl? I haven't seen you in a hot second. Come here, talk to me about your life, girl. I've been missing you. Good morning, Mr. Omer. Nice to see you today. How are you? Oh, I'm good, thank you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye, Mr. Omer. Hello, fifth graders. What you just watched was two different examples of the way people talk to one another. The first example was an informal way to talk to somebody. And informal language is when you talk to your friends or your close family and you don't have to be proper with them. You can talk in your kind of slang language, and so that's informal language. The second example was formal language. And my example I used was when I was talking with Mr. Omer. He is somebody who I would use a formal language with because I need to be proper with him. So you use formal language with the important people who really aren't necessarily your close friends. So, for example, your teacher, maybe your boss, like Mr. Omer is my boss. So that is an example of formal language. What I'm going to show you here real quick is what you are going to do today, and then we will be off and ready. All right, here we go. All right, so what you need today for this activity is your reading journal and a pencil. Make sure you open it to a blank page because we will be using the whole page today. All right, at the top of your paper, I want you to write the heading informal versus, and that's VS period, formal language. So go ahead and get that written down, and this is what we're going to be talking about today. Now, underneath informal, I want you to draw an arrow and write, put a bullet point, and let's go ahead and write used with close friends and family. So the informal language is when you talk to your close friends and your family. One more bullet point, and go ahead and write the word slang. So, for example, some slang might be, "Hey, homeboy," because you wouldn't go up to Mr. Omer and say, "How you doing, homeboy?" That would be something you use with your close friends and your family. All right, come over here, draw an arrow under formal language, and go ahead and make a bullet point. You're going to write the sentence used with, and we'll put professional or important people. So, for example, an important person is Barack Obama, the president. He is somebody you would want to use formal language with. And so, do one more bullet point, and we'll put the word proper and correct. So you want to use your proper language, your correct language with somebody who's professional or important. All right, next step, what I want you to do is come down below and make a line down the middle, like you're making a T-chart. And then on this side, write informal. On this side, write formal. And we're going to start thinking of examples of informal and formal language. And so what I want you to think about is what types of ways do you communicate with your close friends and family? So, an informal, I'm going to put a bullet point, an informal piece of language might be, "What up, girl?" Okay, And I'm going to write that example. I would like you to write that example on your own T-chart. Let's do another example. Informal language would be, I'm going to use the homeboy example. Hey, homeboy. And it's required to say that really high-pitched every time you say it. So you got to say, hey, homeboy. All right, in the formal side, go ahead and put a bullet point. And we are going to write an example of formal, what you would use with a professional or a important person. So I might say something like, good morning. Beautiful day, isn't it? That is an example of professional. I'm not using any slang. I'm very proper with how I'm saying it. And so that is something I would say to Barack Obama or Mr. Ulmer, someone who's important. Now what I want you to do is come up with 5 more examples of each. So I'm going to put 5 examples here, and you need 5 examples here. And that is your task for today. I will be checking these, so make sure you complete it. All right, good job, 5th graders. Get going.